hand raise thing. Oh, Craig. All right, my man. What's up? You're muted.
Did I find my voice?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Um, Question. So I was, you'll get maybe get a kick out of this. I was on Cortes Island over the weekend. Was in the ferry line coming back over. Super remote island in the middle of nowhere, and sitting on the back of the car waiting for the ferry to show up. And up this little side street comes one of my my heroes. From my big fish in my little energy pond. It was Rupert Sheldrake, if you know the name. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I happened to grab him, and we had a couple of great conversations on the two ferry rides back to the main island. Oh, so great. So this conversation's been started now, and he's in the middle of developing an app. And where we left it was, if I've got some ideas for how to help him further develop this app, send him an email with some ideas. And so that's where I am now. And so it's a little bit of a deviation from what I had been doing, but it was a great conversation. I was wondering, I think the way that just was looking for maybe some framework ideas that you might have. And the first one I'm starting with is your line, like whether or not we work further with this. Here's the context in which I would look at helping out with this app. These are some ideas. This is the framework that I use in producing the same effect that you're looking to produce with your app. So.
Okay. There's a much larger conversation to have here, but here's what comes up to me that I think might be relevant to everybody. Every once in a while, you're going to meet at a hub. You're going to meet somebody who's, and you connect with somebody who's a few steps higher than you, and there may be some possibility of collaboration in some way that you didn't see coming. It's really important to get clear about what George Kao calls the 3 wins. Right? It's got to be a win for you, it's got to be a win for the hub, and it's got to be a win for the hub's people. And it's very important to get clear what those 3 things are. Each one of those matters. If we're not clear what's a win for us, meaning just selfishly, what do you want from this interaction? What is it that's going to be a win for you, for real? Like what would make it worth it for you to be involved? That's really important to think through. If you are, do you want them, and to be very specific? I mean, like, yeah, do you want them to email their list about you? Do you want to be featured somewhere? Do you want to be interviewed? Do you want them to host your workshop? Do you want, like, what is the thing that they can do for you? Because sometimes people go to hubs and it's like, hey, we should just collaborate or we should just work together, and it's not clear. Second is, what's in it for the hub? What do they want? What's going to be a win for them? To really, really think that through carefully. And then also, yeah, how can this be a win for the hub's people? The clarity around that is the most important thing. And then we just talk about it. Say, well, look, it seems like you're looking for this. I've got this. This is what I need. Is this a fit? And to have that candid conversation. Because otherwise, what'll happen is, I mean, if you're not clear what your win is, you can be really useful to a lot of people and just burn out. But also when people, of course, just focus on themselves and not think about what's a win for the other side, that doesn't work. So that's kind of the generic thing. How does that land?
Yeah, awesome. Just what I was looking for, a framework that gives me 3 lines of questioning to wormhole before I get back to him. Yeah, thank you.
Were you at which event were you at?
Yeah, I've been on kind of permanent vacation since I saw you last in Duncan. We were in July. I was with you.
Yes,
Yeah,
but,
your
but
place in
where?
July.
But which event was this at Hollyhock?
Oh, oh, which event was I on Cortes? Or
Yeah.
oh, I was just at vacation on
Oh,
Cortes.
okay, got it. You weren't
Yeah.
doing anything.
No, Hollyhock. I just stopped by there to check it out and take a look, and it was lovely. And it turns out he had just he and his wife were well,
Well,
they
hey,
spend some stuff there.
but this brings something up. If there's a hub you really want to connect with, they often have a public schedule. you know where they're going to be. And it's not impossible to run into people. It's not impossible to find people. And if there's a hub, like let's say, yeah, Rupert Sheldrake, who's fantastic. If you don't know, everybody check out his work. But let's just say you really want to connect with Rupert Sheldrake, and it was like, this is absolutely the hub for me. You could go attend his workshop. You can pay money. This is a good marketing expense. And while you're there, you say, Rupert, you have 5 minutes? Can I give you a pitch? If so, it's just good to know these people who we think are so inaccessible. Oh God, they've written all these books and they're famous and they've been on, I don't know, Oprah or Joe Rogan. Or, they're just, I can't access them. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. No, no, no. These people are much more accessible. You can go to conferences that they're going to be speaking at, and most people are just too shy to go up and talk or wait long enough. I mean, the number of times I've gone to events and I see everyone swarming the person, and I can tell that person isn't like going to leave. They're not. I just wait. I just sit there and wait. And once everyone's gone, I go up and say, "Hey, what's up?" Start a conversation. That's different than fawning all over them, and yeah, and sometimes it's just, "Hey, do you have dinner plans? What are you doing right now?" Or, man, I remember there's back in the day, Julia Butterfly Hill, some of you know, spent 2 years in a redwood tree protecting it, bless her. And I really wanted to connect with her for a certain project. And so we went to her book signing and nobody was helping her. It was just her. So we just became her team instantly. And then I said, "Are you hungry, by the way?" She said, "I'm starving." And so we got her some food. And then I saw her in Berkeley. And I just went out, and she was doing the raw vegan thing at the time. And I got her an amazing raw vegan salad thing. And I brought it to her gig. And she looked at me just like, "Who are you? You're amazing." But she was somebody sort of in my mind. I thought, I can't access her. She's famous. So don't buy it. It's worth thinking. Who would I like to reach? Yeah. Okay.